A very warm welcome, bienvenidos a todos to this game between Chennaiyin FC and Club Deportivo Defensa y Justicia. Match number 12, the final game of the Group of Death, Group B, live from the Fatorda Stadium. It's a pleasant 28 degrees today. It is a virtual quarter-final. Chennaiyin FC against Defensa y Justicia, all the way from the tango and culture, and of course, Lionel Messi. So, what are we to expect in this match today? Fireworks, please. This is what we want, and this is what the crowd demands. As we are going to be seeing now both teams entering the ground in the customary video that we have for you folks as Chennaiyin are entering here the Fatorda Stadium for this Bhausaheb Bandodkar Memorial Trophy. Owen Coyle to talk.
Yeah, listen, it's been fantastic. We're delighted with the invitation from the Goan Football Authorities. It's a hotbed of football. We love to be here. Some really good competition, some very good teams. And so, yeah, a big thank you to everybody. We're enjoying taking part. But equally, like most things, we want to continue our progress. It's about fitness for us, getting ready for the start of ISL. And we have another tough game today, but it's a game that we're looking forward to. Yeah, again, listen, of course, we'd like to go to the semi-finals, everybody would, but the important thing for us is that we get minutes for the players, they get that sharpness, that game fitness we talk about. It's one thing to train, it's another thing to play matches, and the competition has provided really good exercises in terms of for us to get stronger, fitter physically and mentally. So I expect a real good test against this young Argentinian side, some very good technical players. But yeah, we're looking forward to the game, of course. Yeah, there's a few changes, but again, we're only allowed to use 5 substitutes, so I'll use all 5 again and try and get minutes under the belts of all the players. Pleasure as always. Okay, thanks.
So Owen Coyle there, talking with our reporter there at the ground. Club Deportivo Defensa y Justicia, been told we don't have an interview for their head coach. So, we are all set for this game. We are going to see the lineups for both sides now. For Chennaiyin, Samik Mitra, Ryan Edwards, Laldim Puya, El Sino, Ankit Mukherjee, Kiyan Giri, Connor John Shields, Mandar Rao, Farooq Chaudhary, Jiteshwar Singh, and Gurkirat Singh. Substitute Jitendra Singh, Wilmar Khordangil, Irfan Yadwad, Namte, Vignesh, Mohan Raj, Bikesh Yumnan, Vinci Barreto, Lucas, Pivetta, Brambilla, and Farooq Chaudhary. Number 27 is not Farooq Chaudhary, guys. It is Daniel Chumachukwu. I knew something was missing there. So, for Deportivo Defensa y Justicia, it is Kian Nasiri. Number 27 is Chumachukwu, actually. So, it is Chumachukwu, number 27. So, Gonzalez, Brian Acosta, Mirko Bohiler, Román González, Pedro Bormida, Gabriel Bustos, Cruz Vergara, Franco Valdez, Lorenzo Ivancic, Alessandro Sosa, and Imanol Machado. On the bench, Fernández Paso, Tomás Villagra, Fabián Parroni, Nicolás Vázquez, Benítez Oberman, Agustín Quiroga, and David Cruz. Head coach Edgardo Candia. So a very interesting game that we are going to be watching here today between Chennaiyin FC and Club Deportivo Defensa y Justicia. And well, one half of the dynamic duo is here. Please welcome my other better half in this commentary duo. Junaid, welcome to the Combox. How do you see this game, my friend?
Thank you, Joel. Always a pleasure to be alongside with you in the commentary box. Well, this is going to be the final battle before we proceed for the knockout stages. I think it's going to be a very closely fought affair because we have seen how Club Deportiva Defensa y Justicia has panned out. 2 games, 2 different results for them, but they have looked rock solid at the back. And Chennaiyin, well, they started this tournament on a very feisty note, and then After that victory, they faced that defeat against Odisha FC. They would be pumped up to try and go all the way and book themselves a spot in the final four. It's going to be a closely fought contest, but I think Chennai, with their experience and some foreign internationals, should have an upper hand going into this fixture.
Well, yes, indeed, I agree with you. So it is going to be a virtual quarterfinal here. And Junaid, I'm pretty sure you're not happy Arsenal are level against Brighton. Not exactly what you want, my friend.
That's right, and it just changed after that red card to Declan Rice. 58 minutes, and then it was just went south in that game. I think about 5 minutes left, but yes.
I am allowed to laugh, please. I am allowed to laugh. So,
Well,
my
you are,
friends.
of course, it's your time. Go on.
Yeah, it is. It is my time. Definitely mine. So, Chennaiyin against Defensa y Justicia, the last game of the group stages here in Group B. The last game of this group of death, which has seen Odisha thump Churchill Brothers 6-0 earlier on, and they are through to face Brisbane Roar in the semi-finals on Tuesday. Who is going to join them from this group and face FC Goa? Will it be Chennaiyin or will it be Defensa y Justicia? Junaid, our customary pre-match prediction coming your way. What do you think is going to happen over here, my friend?
Well, I think it's going to be a closely fought game. I think Chennai, like I said, should come triumphs at the end of the 90 minutes. I see this going 2-1 in favor of Chennai. Do you have it any other way, Joel?
Wow. 2-1 in favor of Chennaiyin. I am going to go for a 1-0 Defensa y Justicia win. Because none of these teams wants to draw pretty much, because if they draw, Chennaiyin are through. So I'm going to go for a 1-0 Club Deportivo Defensa y Justicia victory, just to go against the contrary to what you're saying, and just to go against the grain from what all of our fans want happening, just to troll the Chennaiyin fans for a little bit, of course. So you say 2-1 for Chennaiyin, I say 1-0 for Club Deportivo Defensa y Justicia, all the way from Buenos Aires. It's a pleasant evening here in Goa today, Junaid. Pretty nice, isn't it?
That's right. After the rains that we have seen in the first week of the competitions, it's a much pleasant weather here in Goa. And what fitting game we have just before we conclude the group stages, the final spot of the knockouts to be decided in the final 90 minutes in the group stage. Chennaiyin and Club Deportivo Defensa y Justicia would be.
I love it. I love it.
I am getting it right with every time I call their name, Joel. I'm pretty much there as the teams take the center stage for one final time in the group stage.
Defensa y Justicia in black and Chennaiyin in blue. That's nice to see the two teams use their different respective jerseys. So we are ready for the game. Look at the face of those kids. They are kids, Junaid. 17, 18, 19-year-olds. Kids against the might of Indian football in Odisha, Chennaiyin, Goa. Wow, you have to praise the desire and the will and the passion of these kids. Look at the height difference. It's kids against men, Junaid. It really is, isn't it?
That's right, and we'll have to applaud the gut and the grit of all these boys who have turned up here in India for the very first time and have impressed a lot of fans with their technical abilities, the heart they have shown, the physicality they present. And of course, Homan Kaul was all but praise for these boys from South America.
Of course, any team from South America, especially from the Argentina, Uruguay area, they, as I mentioned before in the past alongside you, Junaid, they characterize themselves with one word, garra. Garra charrua, garra, meaning that desire, that passion, that fight never die attitude, and that is something that is very common in Argentina and Uruguay. Of course, Buenos Aires and Montevideo separated by a mere few kilometers in the Gulf, separating both countries, so very close to each other. So very similar cultures, of course. So Ryan Edwards and the captain Bormida, number 5. I'm just going to say something for our Argentinian fans watching this game. Un saludo a todos desde acá, desde la India, desde el estado indio de Goa, desde el estadio de Fatorda. Estamos acá para presenciar este partido, que es básicamente el cuarto de final, virtualmente. Quien gane este partido, si el Chennaiyin gana o empata, se clasifican para la semifinal, junto al Odisha, al Brisbane Roar y al Goa. Y si el Defensa y Justicia tiene que ganar, sí o sí, por ende, tiene que ganar, se clasifican ellos para la semifinal. Y se encontrarán contra el FC Goa, otro equipo de la Superliga India. Así que un saludo cordial a todos nuestros fans desde Argentina que nos estáis viendo. Espero que disfrutéis del partido, de la retransmisión de este encuentro y también, claro que no, de vuestros jugadores que se le están dejando la piel, el alma y la sangre acá en el campo en la India, en Goa. So guys, myself and Junaid, there you go. Joe Williams and Junaid all the way from Goa here for you guys. This promises, Junaid. It really does promise, doesn't it? So I think I've lost my commentator there, Junaid. Junaid, I hope you're there.
Well, it does promise us to be a very good battle.
Are you okay, mate? Are you alive? Are you all right?
I'm fine. I thought I lost you for a bit.
I'm pretty sure Junaid is gobbling down his Ross omelette here. Gobbling it down. So I know you enjoy that and the golden fish. So Junaid, it promises to be a good game. 2 very good sides. Let's see how this goes, right?
That's right, and I would love to see more on the attacking front coming in from the visitors, because we have seen the way they defend. They have defended in numbers, have been very compact at the back. The back line has looked very organized and rock solid. Teams have found difficult to penetrate that back line of theirs, and we'll have to wait and see if Chennaiyin have any other ways of dealing with things.
Well, a big thanks to the Goan Football Association for, of course, providing the opportunity to have this kind of tournament here in Goa. It is absolutely amazing to see this kind of teams alongside here in Goa, of course. So Chennaiyin Deportivo Defensa y Justicia, opportunity early on there for Chennaiyin. Big quick start here by both teams, especially by Chennaiyin. Ball now with Defensa y Justicia. Long ball forward for Vergara. Vergara, he's been an interesting player so far, Vergara. A little bit of a skip over there. Vergara loses possession. And ball is back again with Chennaiyin. Any player from this Defensa y Justicia side that you have seen, observed, that you have highlighted, perhaps pinpointed for this game?
Well, I think Vergara, I've had a quite close look at him, and he's looked really good, really impressive. Of course, Maximo Gonzalez, the goalkeeper, has been absolutely brilliant in between the sticks. There's a good key
here for Chennai. Yeah, and also last game, Lorenzo Ivancic had a very good game. Number 11, a player to keep an eye out for. So those 3 you mentioned, actually Gonzalez reminds me of Emiliano Martinez a little bit. The way he presents himself, his posture, the way he talks to his team, does remind me a little bit of Emiliano Martinez. Ball now for Defensa y Justicia, that is Machado. Ball coming in for Defensa y Justicia. That was not a bad ball there by the team in black today. What are we expecting from this, Junaid? Are we expecting a fast start? Are we expecting Chennaiyin to dominate and Defensa y Justicia to sit back and soak up the pressure, try and hit them on the counter? What do you think? What are you expecting from this game?
Well, I expected Defensa y Justicia to have taken a back seat and probably would have soaked in the pressure. But on contrary to what I expected, they have come out and are looking to dominate things quite a bit. Still early days, couple of minutes into the game, but they are trying to bring it forward on a consistent basis. They have had a couple of long balls played forward, and they seems to be driving it consistently. Here they come again. Nicked away this time, but Chennaiyin, of course, they have got absolute quality. Of course, not to forget, there's still Wilmer Jordan sitting out on the bench, Irfan Yadwad, who scored in the first game as well. So they've got a lot of firepower on and off the pitch. It's going to be a tough night for the visitors here.
Referees just dropped a clanger there. That was never a free kick. Even look, if an Argentinian doesn't complain about a foul, you know it's not a foul, because he would complain about absolutely everything. It's part of their nature. So if he doesn't complain, nah, it's not a foul, mate. Ball now for Defensa y Justicia. That is Machado. Ball back for Defensa y Justicia, trying to drive through the center. Ball for El Sino. Corner Shields. Looking for Gurkirat Singh, number 77. Gurkirat Singh, Kian Nasiri, and Chumachuku, the front three. The experiment between Jordan and Chumachuku did not work in the last game. So Owen Coyle reverting back to one target man. Ball is for Defensa y Justicia. Nicely done there by number 3, Bohiler. Ball in by Bohiler, Mirko Bohiler, the fullback. Cleared away though by Chennaiyin FC, looking for Chumachuku. That's a good jump, that is, by I think that is Acosta. That's a very good jump there by the centre-back pairing. I've been impressed by Roman Gonzalez, also number 4. I've genuinely been impressed by this Defensa y Justicia side. I really have been. They are young kids, 17 to 19 years of age. It's great experience for them.
That's right, and the hunger, the firepower they have shown is commendable. Especially the way they have defended in those 2 games have been absolutely top-notch. Early on in the first 5 minutes, driving it forward, utilizing the flanks. Bowler making those overlapping runs from the left flank. It's going to be tough to beat Chennai, but Stacia, they have all the resources to make those exploits.
Bormida down the wing. Ball gets played in. Chance here for Defensa y Justicia. Corner kick though for Defensa y Justicia. It's a good start here by the Argentinian side. They are taking the game to Chennaiyin, something we didn't see against Odisha. They sat back and defended, but against this Chennaiyin side, they're taking the game to them, and it's been pretty decent so far. As you see, Roman Gonzalez and Vergara and Acosta and the rest of the gang just piling on the pressure there. It will be, I think it will be either Bustos or Ivanchi should take this corner kick for Defensa y Justicia. So we are open on our YouTube chat, hashtag ask the commentators if you want to ask anything to the commentators. Do make sure to keep it kosher. Corner kick though for Defensa y Justicia. It's going to be an in-swinger by Ivancic. Decent ball in, and that goes over everyone's head. So as I was saying, we are available here on our YouTube chat, hashtag ask the commentators. So you're more than welcome to drop us a message, and you're more than welcome to establish a conversation with us, establish a rapport with us, and we'll be more than happy to reply to your comments. Junaid, 6 minutes in, it's good tempo to this game.
Well, that's right, and Defensa y Justicia, whenever they have the ball, They have doubled up numbers. The fullbacks have joined in consistently for the attacks, trying to stretch out the defense and have been able to get those crosses in. A couple of them early on have utilized both the sides in the first 7 minutes here. This is something that we haven't seen in the first two games. The attacking side of their play is very much evident to what we have seen so far.
Yellow card there for Defensa y Justicia. They're asking us, Junaid, how do you pronounce, or how do we pronounce this Argentinian side? So, Junaid, all for you. How do we pronounce this name?
Club Deportiva Defensa y Justicia.
Well done, mate.
Nearly there.
So it is Club Deportivo Defensa y Justicia. In Argentinian, in Spanish, you don't say club, we say club. So it is Club Deportivo Defensa y Justicia. But Junaid, I give you an 11 out of 10, mate, because your pronunciation is getting better and better and better. Oh! Corner kick. Gonzalez came out fishing, and he didn't get the trout. That was close, Junaid.
Well, that was, and commentators curse because we did praise Gonzalez a few minutes back for what he has done so far in the first two games, and almost made a meal of it here. They come out again. They have looked purposeful whenever they have driven the ball forward. Number 7 this time, Bustos
was shown a yellow card, Junaid, just a couple of minutes ago, so we can jot that down for posterior anecdotes in this game. He is already booked, so it's interesting that they already shown a yellow card so early in this game, isn't it? The refereeing has been card happy, trigger happy throughout the tournament, Junaid.
That's right, and like we've mentioned, it's a thankless job to be in.
It is a thankless job.
Chennaiyin this time. It's such thank. You've been there, you've done that. You know much better than I do when it comes down to refereeing.
Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt. Did futsal refereeing back home. Did also 11-a-side refereeing back home, and it is not easy, mate. Cross coming in. Chumachukwu! He needed to grow another inch there, Chumachukwu, to get to that ball. Wow, that was close for Chennaiyin again. Ball for the men in white. El Sino lays it off in the middle of the park. That's a poor ball there. They still do recover the ball on the possession, though. But this is now number 6, Mukherjee. Mukherjee to the captain, Ryan Edwards, all the way from the UK. Ball for El Sino again, the British-Brazilian combination. Back again with Edwards. Edwards with the ball, taking his sweet time. It's 10 minutes in. Chennaiyin know that a draw, Junaid, will see them go through, so on goal difference. So there's no pressure on them to try and find a winner here. Obviously, Owen Coyle wants to win the game, that goes without saying. But there's absolutely no pressure for them to try to go for the game. They're happy with a 0-0. I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. Defensa y Justicia have to win this game, Junaid.
That's right, and he did make it very obvious that it's going to be more of a game fitness. It's going to be more about the minutes he gets under the belt of most of these players who will be competing in the ISL in next month, or the same month, probably in a few days' time from now on. And at the same time, he's ready of the competition presented to them.
Yeah, do we know when the ISL fixtures are happening, when the league actually starts? I'm a bit lost with that right now. I've been super busy with this tournament. So when does the ISL start? Do we know? I think Junaid there is checking to see when the ISL actually does begin. I know the I-League 3 begins shortly in the month of September.
It begins September 13th in about 12 days time from now.
Right. So
first game,
when the head coaches
are taking on Mumbai City FC. Beg your pardon, mate. Go on.
when the head coaches are saying they want to give time to players, I mean, it's only 2 weeks left for the season to start. You really want to be testing your main team. Doesn't make sense to just give a runaround to everyone. I mean, you want to be testing your main team, the team that you're going to put out in the ISL first game. So I actually thought it was still a bit longer. That's going to be a foul, and it's going to be a yellow card, I believe, for number 17. No, it isn't. No yellow card for Mandar Rao Desai, but it's going to be a free kick for Defensa y Justicia. We're going to see that again. Yeah, that's a clear trip there. There's actually a double whammy there by the Chennaiyin boys. So it's going to be a free kick here now for Defensa y Justicia. And it's an interesting position. You can see the height difference between both groups of players. I mean, it is men against boys, pretty much. Like we mentioned before, Defensa y Justicia, all of the players are under 19 players. There's going to be a yellow card for who? For Desai. Mandar Rao Desai has been shown a yellow card eventually by the referee. So, 0-0, but a good opportunity here for Defensa y Justicia. It will be number 3, Bhausaheb. Bhausaheb! 1-0 Defensa y Justicia. And Junaid, this game has been turned on its head, my friend.
Well, it has opened up quite a bit now. A thunderous left foot to send it into the back of the net and send Chennai's hopes down south. Still a long way to go in the game, but the way they have started, the impetus, the tempo has been there right from the get-go. And the visitors take an early lead in this contest, Joel. We have a match on our hands now.
Well, if any of you guys watching on our YouTube channel or on FIFA Plus or whatever you're watching from thought that this game against this under-19 side was going to be a walk in the park for Chennaiyin, I'm pretty sure Owen Coyle is now thinking, well, my teammate, this game is anything but a walk in the park. I did say that these Argentinians, no matter who you play in Argentina, they have this kind of belief that no matter what it is, no matter the opposition, no matter who they are still there to win this game. And this Defensa y Justicia side, well, let's not kid ourselves here. They are playing really well. It's going to be another free kick, this time on Vergara. Vergara has been playing really nicely throughout the whole tournament. And Mirko Bohiler, well, it did take a deflection, Junaid, but anyways, it was going towards goal, so the goal does stand for Mirko Bohiler, the fullback, number 3. It's 1-0. You were not expecting this. I was, Junaid.
No, I was expecting a goal. I said 2-1 to Chennaiyin. Still a long way to go in the match. I did say that. Come on.
I know you did.
But yes, of course. I mean, I was really surprised positively the way Defensa y Justicia have started this game. Like I said, it's not the way they have started the last couple of games. They have sat back, have absorbed the pressure, have tried to hit the teams on the counter. But here, it's a different strategy. From the papers, at least I'm seeing a 4-3-3 that they have started with. And whenever they have got the ball, it's 5 of them attacking, doubling up the numbers. Here's a shot taken from outside the box. Wasn't going to trouble Samik Mitra from there on.
You have to applaud the the guile and I can't say it out on TV, out live, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? You have to applaud the courage of this Defensa y Justicia side. I mean, it's a joy to watch. It really is a joy to watch how they're just waltzing through this Chennaiyin FC defense, and you can see Edwards there already hands on head, frustrated because he is seeing his team just be ripped apart at will by this Defensa y Justicia side. It's just fascinating to watch how these kids are just dominating against Chennaiyin FC from the ISL. Corner kick now for Deportivo Defensa y Justicia. It's an outswinger to the back post. That was a worked corner, but it's not going to get there in the end. Good game so far, Junaid, isn't it?
Well, that's right, and we haven't seen enough coming in from Chennaiyin so far. It'll be very interesting to see if we see a response right away, because at the moment, looks like Defensa y Justicia, they seem to have an upper hand in the game so far. But patient build up from the back, trying to spot. Here's Chuma Chuku, trying to hold up.
Ooh, wait, did you just see that? Did you just see that by Ryan Edwards? He just kicked the guy on the floor. We have to see that again, please. I'm pretty sure I'm not gone blind. I'm pretty sure I haven't gone blind. He's just kicked the guy on the floor. I have to see that again. We have to see that again, because I do hope our producers can find that clip for us, because I am positive, Junaid, he actually lashes out at the Defensa y Justicia side. That was a player that was on the floor.
That's right, and they look like they had their arms up in the air. Yes, you're right, and well, he was called for, and we did hear things coming from the touchline.
I would love to see that again if our producer, Kedar, could be so kind to put that replay on when the ball goes out of play or something, but because that could be a talking point in this game as to how the referee missed that. Because I am pretty sure my eyes are not deceiving me. I think that Edwards is a lucky man to be on the field right now, to be fair. I don't think Kedar wants to get into any problems, I think. He's a Chennaiyin fan, I think. I don't know. Anyways, I'm pretty sure my eyes were not deceiving me there, Junaid. Ball is for Chennaiyin FC. That's Gurkarat Singh, Gurkarat. Ball for Chennaiyin again. It's going to be a foul by number 15, Machado. Machado with a booking. Well, it's getting out of hand because we're going to see that again. Look at this. That's going to be a free kick. That's a bad tackle. That's a bad challenge. Let's not kid ourselves. That's bad. That's very, very bad, Junaid.
That's right, and there was no intent to play the ball there. He was going for the man, and booked rightly so. We have seen in the first game as well, because the moment they conceded the first goal, they scored first, and then when Odisha came in level terms with them, we saw the physicality that was presented in the game from Defensa y Justicia. And here, early in the first half, and this is just going to rise up the temperature quite a bit as we go deeper into the contest, because of course you would expect Chennaiyin to bounce back, to come back and try and level the scoreline. And at the moment, they are struggling to bring it forward.
Well, we are in Goa, so we expect the temperature to be heated. That goes without saying. 1-0 for Defensa y Justicia. Junaid, with regards to this Argentinian side, they are a very aggressive team, as is any side from Argentina. I mean, I've seen plenty of games from Argentina to know this. Oh, that's another challenge. This time by number 6, Mukherjee. Now the Argentinians are asking for a yellow. They're saying, well, if you give it to us, why are you not giving it to him? Let's see the tackle here. That's a yellow card. He just kicked him, Junaid. What's happening here, man?
Second that. I second that 100%. That looked like a clear yellow to me. Again, there was no intent to play the ball. He just kicked the man in front of him. Should have been into ref's box, and the complaints were rightly so.
I mean, I understand that these Argentinians are playing against Indian sides, and the referees are from our local referees, so there is going to be that kind of thing, right? Where you can speak the language and communicate better with them than with the Argentinians. But still, that's a yellow card, man. That really is a yellow card, and the referee has to control it better. So another ball in for Defensa y Justicia, and that is cleared away though by Chennaiyin FC. It doesn't look like a friendly, does it, Junaid? There is no such thing as a friendly game in the Argentinian lexicon. There really isn't. I mean, it's do or die, no matter what it is.
That's right, and there's a lot at stake. All these young chaps were flown in from miles out, fighting for a spot in the knockouts. They will absolutely throw everything at it, and they have done so far in the first 23 minutes. They are looking much more threatening they have in the first couple of games. Whenever they have the ball, they are trying to press it forward. They have relied on those long balls to try and switch the play towards the other side, the isolated forward. They have looked really impressive so far, Joel.
Yeah, I was going to say Vergara has been really good, and this guy with the goal, that's the guy that scored the goal, Bhausaheb. He's 17 years old, guys. And they are, at this moment in time, ripping Chennaiyin to pieces. In the sense of the gameplay, perhaps not the scoreline, but the gameplay. I mean, I haven't seen Chennaiyin have a shot on target yet, apart from that mistake by Maximo Gonzalez at the beginning, Junaid. They've struggled to break down this Argentinian side.
That's right. Bowler Mirko is 17 and has scored a goal here against Chennaiyin FC. What were you doing when you were 17, Joel?
I'm not going to say that out in public, mate. But yeah, definitely not playing against Chennaiyin FC at Defensa Stadium. I was probably in my room playing Football Manager. So yeah, definitely. That's why I am where I am today. Different career paths, I guess. But it did help. I'm being serious with you. It did help playing Football Manager a lot when I was a kid. I mean, just so that you know, Roberto Firmino was discovered by the Hoffenheim scout when he was playing Football Manager. And they went to Brazil, scouted him in person to believe the stats, and they were correct, and they signed him, and the rest is history. Became a Liverpool legend. So, I mean, that video game is certainly something that I would recommend for all managers to have at their disposal at any given time, to relax, to enjoy, but also to learn. It shows you a lot of player databases. So it's quite fascinating, and actually it's very realistic because they hire scouts from the different countries around where they are doing the game. Like India is playable in Football Manager 24, and they hire scouts from the nation to tell them about the veracity of the players. I know this because I was contacted by some of the Football Manager scouts here in India. I am a scout myself, a level 4 scout. So it's fascinating. It's realistic. It really is, Junaid. Absolutely amazing.
Well, it is indeed. And at the moment, Defensa y Justicia are enjoying the time at the moment here at the Fatoda. Chennaiyin, on the other hand, chasing this game down. Yep, you're right.
That's going to be another foul, and he's already been booked, I think. Machado, if I'm not mistaken, he has to be careful there. You see these Argentinians, they don't care if they get yellow cards or not. This is their game plan. This is the way that they are as a culture, as a people, as a football nation. They're like this. I mean, look at Messi, right? When they beat Netherlands, that famous "Que mira bobo," you know, like, which means or translates, "What are you looking at, you fool?" You know, to "Vote Weghorst." So it's part of their culture. It's part of who they are as a people. So yeah, I mean, it's absolutely amazing. It really is to have this kind of exposure, not just for the Argentinian side, but also for the Indians, the local Indian teams here, to try and figure out, well, wait a second, football is played this way also. There's not just one way of playing football. There's various ways of winning games. And Defensa y Justicia are showing that right now at the minute, Junaid.
That's right, and all we have seen over the years is winning ugly. Is sometimes appreciated if the results go the right way. Is Chennaiyin now trying to build up again from the back? We haven't seen tangible threat coming from the home side.
I haven't seen Chumachuku yet. Have you seen Chumachuku yet? I haven't seen Chumachuku
Well, I haven't
yet.
seen Chumachuku. I haven't seen enough of Kian Nasiri so far.
Nothing,
Rookie
vanished.
right.
Ghosts, absolute ghosts. This is Gurkirat now talking on the devil. Here he is. A foul, says the referee. But I haven't seen anything of Chumachuku. I mean, where is he, Junaid? Where is he? Give him a ring, mate. Give him a text message. Send him a WhatsApp. Tell him to wake up. Because as of now, he's been lying dormant for the last 29 minutes. It's been poor from him. It really has. He should be dominating this back line from Defensa y Justicia. But they're dominating him. It's just so crazy. It really is.
That's right, and they have to come into the game as soon as possible because the time is going to run out, especially in the first half. And of course, goes without saying, they do have firepower sitting out on the bench, and Irfan Yadwad has impressed everybody in the first games. Scored a goal on the opening day, and then Ordan, of course, there's a towering presence in the box. Would be very interesting to see at what time Owen Cowell decides to bring him.
Well, one thing is for sure, my friend. Owen Cowell is not going to be happy. But, like we discussed in the past, that's a good save, though. That's a decent effort there by Edwards. Good save by Gonzalez. As we discussed in the past, my friend, you please tell me, please, I beg you, when you have ever seen a happy Scotsman. It just doesn't exist. There is no such thing, Junaid. No such thing. Free kick, though, for Chennaiyin now. It's going to be a water break, Junaid. 30 minutes in. Decent game of football, hasn't it been?
Well, the tempo has been right up there, right from the moment we got things underway and started to pour down. For the first time here in Goa today, much deserved break for the visiting side. Got on the score sheet at the 14th minute mark through Mirko.
I've realized one thing, Junaid. Every single time we do commentary together, it rains. It doesn't rain, it pours, mate. You are a bad omen. If you want to travel to Goa, guys, and you want to enjoy yourself, never, ever, 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 ever go with Junaid. Ever. He is a bad omen. Rain follows him everywhere he goes. My word. It just doesn't... It doesn't rain, it pours, doesn't it, Junaid? Look at that.
Well, that's right, and to tell you the truth, I work and live at a place where it rains 8 out of 12 months.
Yeah, well.
Now you know where it's coming from, so.
Seattle, baby, Seattle.
That's right.
Yes, the Washington State. near the border with Canada, my friend. But we are here in Goa at the moment, and you brought the rain with you all the way from Seattle, mate. Oh my word! How dare you, Junaid? How dare you? Chumachuku. Finally, we have Chumachuku on the picture. That is not sweat on Chumachuku. That is rainwater. He hasn't sweat yet. He hasn't run. He hasn't moved. He has been the immovable object in the center circle. And, well, not the best of games so far for the striker, the number 27 striker. He's been a shadow of himself in this tournament so far. I mean, do you think Chennaiyin are going to be regretting signing two strikers with a similar profile in Chumachuku and Wilmar Jordan, Junaid? Because they are similar. I mean, both of them are pretty much the same.
Well, it's going to be a long season ahead, so I'm not entirely sure who's going to get more game time. I mean, of course, Jordan, we have seen his exploits. I'm sure Chumachuku would definitely want to impress and then get some game time to his credit as well.
You can't even win the aerial battles today. He's
looked out of sorts right from the get-go.
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
here come Defensa y Justicia. This is Bohiler. Bohiler. Blocked away there by Mukherjee. And that goes out of play for Chennaiyin. It's going to be a throw-in for Mukherjee. 1-0 for Defensa y Justicia. It is a pretty good result for the team from Argentina so far. I mean, Owen Coyle, obviously he's not happy, but just picture yourself being one of his brain cells right now. What are you thinking, Junaid?
Well, I wouldn't be too pleased with what's going on at the moment, because it's all right, you can concede, but then there has to be some sort of response coming in from a top quality side. We haven't seen so far. It's going to be a goal kick for the visitors. Weighing his option to go for a long one. Maximo Gonzalez has had an outstanding tournament so far. Decides to go long and find those black shirts further forward. Here's Kiana Suri, hustling for the ball and wins himself a free kick. Hasn't been enough link-up coming from the midfield, targeting those players forward, the likes of Gurkira, Chumachuku and Kiana Suri.
Yeah, they have been a shadow of themselves, Junaid, today so far. They've been bullied by these under-19 players. They really have. The ball gets played in. That goes behind for a goal kick. The rain falls down here in Goa. With this weather now falling down here in the Fatorda, who does it benefit the most? Let's be honest here. Who does it benefit the most, Junaid?
I'm not quite sure if it's going to benefit the visiting side, because Chennaiyin, maybe because Goa, knowing Goa, it has turned hot and humid. Of course, in the evening it has been humid. Might just favor the home side.
Actually, I'm going to tell you, I think it favors the away side. Why? Because they want an ugly game. They want it to be muddy and dirty and, you know, down in the mud and fighting and tackles and this, that. They want that. They want that. This is their game plan. This is their style. So Chennaiyin have players that perhaps want to be on the ball a little bit more. This Defensa y Justicia side, they don't care about that. They're already in the lead. Now they just want to slow the game down and make it as dirty as possible. Dirty in the sense as muddy as possible, as, you know what I mean? So, I genuinely think the Argentinians are going to be happy with this weather. Ball gets played in. Cleared away by Roman Gonzalez. And that is another clearance there. That's going to be a foul. And again, another push. And he's been shown a yellow card here. I mean, it's you wouldn't believe it's a friendly game, is it, Junaid?
Not for a single bit, because there have been 4 cards already in the first 37 minutes. And that didn't look pleasing. Was Kian Nasiri there? He's taken a knock, has gone down.
Yeah, this is exactly what they want, the Argentinians. Well, yeah, he does. He does catch him in the face. You know, so a bit naughty there by Kian Nasiri. I mean, that's a bit naughty. It really is. Nonetheless, 1-0 still here for the away side, Defensa y Justicia.
Now, would you be going for a change right at the start of the second half with Chennaiyin still chasing the game down, Joel? Because we haven't seen any threats coming in from the boys in Sky Blue today. Because would you go for Irfan or Hordan to start the second half right from the get-go?
I mean, I'm taking off Chumachuku. Really, I really am. He has been, he's done nothing. He's done nothing. He really has done nothing. I mean, we haven't even heard his name throughout this first half, so I'm taking him off. And if I have to put anyone on, I'll put Wilmar Jordan to try and at least give me something. But it's not as clear-cut as you would think, because they are a similar profile of players. This is what we have to remember. They are a similar profile of players, so at the end of the day, they will be, you know, playing in a similar style to each other. And if Wilmar Jordan hasn't worked, then who's to say that, sorry, if Chumachuku hasn't worked, who's to say that Wilmar Jordan will work? So, I don't know, it's kind of a weird situation that they find themselves in right now, this Chennaiyin side, as Defensa y Justicia come forward, opens the ball up wide. Ball gets played in! And that goes behind for a ball for Chennaiyin. Now on the counter-attack. We're going to see a challenge here. You can feel it, you can feel it, you can feel it. You can feel it, there you go. You see, you can feel it, Junaid. I know Argentinian football off the back of my hand. You can absolutely feel it that was going to happen by Valdez.
That's right, and Valdez gets into the ref's books. The latest entrant into those yellow card strings. Gurkirat was trying to run away with it. Tackle from behind and concedes a free kick.
So ball is going to be for Chennaiyin FC. It's going to be a free kick in a decent position. Gurkirat Singh will take it. Valdez with a yellow card. Gurkirat Singh will take this free kick. Gurkirat Singh! Stang! The hands of Gonzalez. Good effort there by Gurkirat Singh. Junaid.
And that's right, that was a decent effort. At least managing to get something on target and make Gonzalez work. He's had a very quiet game so far, Maximo Gonzalez. The ref has been in the mix of action right from the moment the first half started. It's a decent effort, spilled over momentarily. Chumachuku was following it up. Still got 3 minutes and a thick bit left in the first half. Will Chennaiyin come out with something from their bag to try and level the score line. Here's Chuma Chuku.
I love it when
They're going to
you say
slow the game
something out of the
down
bag.
the way you called it.
Yeah.
They're going to slow the game down like you called it, Joel, because they don't seem to be in any sort of hurry at the moment, taking their own time, trying to frustrate the boys in sky blue.
They don't need to be in a hurry. They're winning the game. They don't need to. They don't need to be in a hurry at all. It's going to be another foul here, and the referee really is kind of losing control of this match. It's been a very tough game. It's been a very tough game to officiate so far. It really has. Hasn't been easy for the officials today. 1-0 for Defensa y Justicia. And we're hearing that the Durand Cup final has been won by Northeast United. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing, that is. So, ball now for Defensa y Justicia. It's going to be a free kick. Saved there by the goalkeeper. Ball now back again with Chennaiyin. 2 minutes left here, Junaid. It's been a pretty decent first half so far for Defensa y Justicia. Another free kick, this time against Chuma Chuku. So, going into the halftime interval, Junaid, what do you make of this so far?
Well, I think it's been a valiant effort so far from Defensa y Justicia, because they had to come out with all guns blazing, and they have done. They have just scored one, but then the composure that they have shown, they have closed down whatever Chennaiyin have managed so far in terms of their attacking play, and have looked rock solid at the back. There haven't been enough chances created by Chennaiyin. The front line has gone missing right throughout the first half, barring a few occasions. Then they'll have to try and come out with an absolute game plan in the second half. Otherwise, on the counter, it will be very interesting to see what strategy Defensa y Justicia comes out in the second half with. Will they try to slow the game down, or perhaps score one more and then just play out the time? Because we have seen the way they defend. They can be nasty, they can be physically intimidating, but then Chennaiyin will have to chase the game down. We'll have to wait and see if Chennaiyin brings about Wilmar Hordan, Irfan Yadwad, because they do have some firepower sitting out on the bench still. Do you see it going any other way, Joel? Beg your pardon?
They have to change Chuma Chuku. They have to change him. They can't allow this to happen. And the Chennaiyin are 4 minutes of added on time. Chennaiyin are trying to play out from the back. They don't have the technical players to play out from the back. I don't understand why they insist in playing in a way that is not working for them. They're falling right into the trap of Defensa y Justicia, which is what they want. They're being naive. They are being schooled by 17-year-olds. That's a reality of this match right now. I mean, it can change. Second half, Chennaiyin can come out all guns blazing, but they're being schooled at the moment, and Chuma Chuku is frustrated. He is frustrated, Junaid. I mean, he has been poor this first half, and it wouldn't surprise me if Owen Coyle just subs him off at the halftime interval and brings someone else on, because he hasn't been good today. It really hasn't.
Well, that's right, and we won't be surprised if we see a change right from the start of the second half. Surely
it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Goal in the second half, and yes, that's right. And to surely want to score a goal early on in the second half, and then try to get a winner, because it's going to be a tough game. We all know that. We all predicted that.
Here
The
comes
moment
Justicia
this
again.
game got underway.
Chance! Junaid, I'm sorry for that, but there was a big chance there for Defensa y Justicia. Opportunity again for the men in black. Oh, that was a glorious opportunity for Defensa y Justicia. What a moment that could have been. It could have been 2-0 for the young Argentinian side. Junaid, you were talking something very interesting about this matchup. I am sorry for interrupting you. It's just that there was something happening in the game. And, well...
That's right, and had that ball gone in, it would have definitely changed the halftime talks for both the sides. Still got a couple of minutes left in the first half. Stays here. Surely looks like they are probably looking like the team to score next. Here's Chennaiyin again trying to bring it forward.
Ooh.
Goes.
Ooh. That was Bormida, the captain. This is what I mean. These guys, they're like this. Look at that. That was cynical, mate. Absolutely cynical, Junaid.
That's right, and Kian Nasiri was taking those strides forward. Let's pull back to the game again as we enter into the last of the stoppages. Is that the fourth Argentinian player to be booked in the first half?
4th, 5th, 6th. I've lost count already. So many of them. Wow, that was a clear yellow card, mate. Now chance for counter-attack here for oh, that's going to be a yellow card for Jiteshwar. Number 37. That's going to be a yellow card. There he goes. This game, guys, is not a friendly game. This is competition. This is a virtual quarterfinal. And as of now, Defensa y Justicia are going through to play against FC Goa. And Junaid, to be honest, that game is mouth-watering. I mean, what we are seeing here today, to be perfectly honest, I would rather have Defensa y Justicia in the semi-finals against Goa, because I know that's going to be fire. I know there's going to be action, there's going to be drama, there's going to be tackles, there's going to be cards. I know that. Now the chance! Goal! Defensa y Justicia! 2-0! Oh my word, Junaid!
Well, we've seen some top-notch goals scored in this competition so far. Alejandro with the second of the evening, and what a goal that was. Is this the game, set and match? We still got 45 minutes to be played. They have utilized the flanks brilliantly. A cross comes in, the goalkeeper reaching out to that one, punched it over, falls straight towards Alejandro, and what a finish. Was completely off balance the moment he struck it. And finds the top corner there. What a finish that was, Joel. And into the driver's seat at the moment.
Valdez with a second goal, and it's 2-0 at the halftime interval. Defensa y Justicia winning against Chennaiyin FC. Let that sink in. 17, 18, 19-year-olds outplaying, outsmarting, outthinking, outfighting, out-tackling, outscoring Chennaiyin FC with all their star players, Edwards, Mandar Desau, Elsinho, Jiteshwar, Gurkirat, Chukwu, Nasiri, Shields. Well. This may be the barometer that we measure Indian football moving forward into the future. Halftime interval. Enjoy your varas, enjoy your coffees and your chais. It's a bit of a break for us here at the commentary box. 2-0. Defensa y Justicia, Bohiler and Valdez.
Welcome back once again for the second half of what could be a frantic second half to this contest. Chennaiyin trailing the game, chasing the game down. 2 goals to the good in the first half for Defensa y Justicia. Again, an altercation early on in the second half. It's been that sort of a day. It's been a fiery day, to say the least. And welcome back, Joel.
Yeah, apologize for that. I was having a little bit of a technical issue. So, well, we are back for the start of the second half. Chennaiyin losing this game against Defensa y Justicia by 2-0, which is absolutely shocking as that ball gets played in and cleared away by Roman Gonzalez. It's going to be a offside, I believe, for Defensa y Justicia. Junaid, this is a shocking result if you take into consideration that it is an under-17, under-19 team. So, what do you make of this?
Well, if it stands the way it is at the moment, it's definitely going to be a shocker, to say the least. But still got 42 minutes to go in the game. We haven't seen the quality that we have been talking about as far as Chennaiyin are concerned. From their standpoint, they should be pressing this game and trying to get a goal back at least in the next few minutes and then take it on from there.
Well, 2-0 and Chuma Chukwu is still... Yeah, Chuma Chukwu is still getting the ire of the referee. You were saying about Farooq Chaudhry, he's also been quite... he's playing, isn't he? Second half.
That's right, he's on the pitch now. Not quite sure who's taken out. Don't see Kia Nasiri. Maybe he got substituted at the halfway mark.
Yep, Farooq came on for Gurkirat actually, number 71. So that's another change. Farooq and Namte for Juteshwar. And Vinci for Kian Nasiri. But still, Owen Coyle persists with Chuma Chukwu, even though he's done absolutely nothing the whole game. Interesting. Junaid, what do you make of those 3 changes? Here comes, I'll go back to you now. Here comes Defensa y Justicia. So what do you make of those 3 changes, Junaid?
Well, I think it's, again, he's sticking to the game time thing, and that was a shot from outside the box there, trying his luck. Well, I think the next change probably would be Hordan in place of Chuma Chukwu, because that seems to be quite evident if it doesn't go the way. I mean, it hasn't gone their way, to be absolutely precise, and if I could call it right, but then maybe a bit persistent in giving him a few more minutes under his belt.
That's a great challenge that is on Chuma Chukwu, that was. It's been a very good game of football for these youngsters. It really has. Here comes Chennaiyin though on the edge of the box. Still can't get that penetrating pass. It's still lacking intensity from this Chennaiyin side. There's no I don't know, it's just there is very little to call for this Chennaiyin side. They really haven't tested Gonzalez in goal, have they?
No, they haven't. I mean, barring a few odd occasions, he hasn't been tested at all, because even the backline hasn't been tested, to, if I may be a bit fair in terms of calling, because what we have seen so far in the first couple of games from Defensa y Justicia is that they have been absolutely rock solid. Teams have found it really difficult to penetrate through that back line, and there was one thing that was lacking in their game, that they weren't scoring enough goals, probably because they scored one against Odisha FC and then one in the follow-up game. But then here today in the first half, those two goals have done their confidence a world of good, because they will be operating with all guns blazing. They will be defending, seeing closing down those long balls played forward, or their build-ups coming in from Chennaiyin. It's going to make life difficult for the home side going forward into the next 40 minutes. Do you see it going any other way other than what I've mentioned, Joel?
I mean, Chennaiyin can come back into this game. They have the quality, they have the ability, they have the experience to get back into this game. But do they have the tactical poise to get past this Defensa y Justicia team? Again, another shot that's straight at the wall there. That's poor again by Chennaiyin. You expect a little bit better from them. I mean, it's not been great, has it? It really hasn't been great today. And they are struggling. They are struggling to piece passes together, struggling to break down this back line, and they're struggling to get any sort of rhythm in this game, Chennaiyin. Referee continuous stoppage in this game doesn't help either. A lot of stoppages,
we
a
haven't
lot
seen
of
that momentum.
Yeah, sorry, Junaid, please go on.
Yeah, we haven't seen that momentum right throughout, those first 45 minutes and second half 7 minutes from Chennai. We haven't seen that consistency in their attacks or their build-up plays. Some attacks have been cut short, and then, of course, the physicality what the visitors have brought with them, and then those cards just haven't added to their advantage so far.
Ball now for Chennaiyin. Cross coming in. Cleared away though by Defensa y Justicia. Another decent ball in, looking for Chumachuku. Cleared away though once more by Defensa y Justicia. They are being solid at the back today. And that's a poor ball there for number 17, Mandar Desai. You see, those kind of mistakes, Junaid, that's what I mean about them not being performing well, and then not being stringing passes together, having no rhythm to the game. Owen Coyle must not be happy about this at all. He probably is super angry about this. That's going to be a foul against number 17, that is. So another. Oh, both of them have been shown a yellow card there. The game is out of hand, Junaid. The game is actually out of hand. Both teams seeing yellow cards galore. Referee has to control this.
Well, that's right, and the way I see it, I think Chennaiyin are clearly struggling to make a comeback into the contest, because at the moment, Defensa y Justicia are just running away with it. Still got 35 minutes left, but nothing tangible. Moving it sideways, haven't been able to progress it quite well. Haven't seen enough utilization of the flanks. Here's again another patient build-up. The first line of defense has dealt these boys in sky blue quite well. They are pressing right from the outset.
Decent opportunity here for Chumachuku. Chumachuku! Good defending though by Gonzalez. Again, corner kick this time. We have Owen Coyle with a K is on YouTube. Obviously not the original Owen Coyle. He's saying, no, commentator, I'm not angry, I'm happy. All right, Mr. Coyle. I do love YouTube. You can just open up a new account and start trolling people, and it's absolutely fascinating. as Wilmer Jordan comes on for Dimpuya. I mean, Junaid, Chennai have to draw this game to qualify. It's tough, isn't it? It's going to be a corner kick now for the men in blue. Opportunity here for Jordan, cleared away by Defensa y Justicia. It's not going to be easy for this Chennai side to even get a goal, yet 2 goals, Junaid.
That's right, and with Jordan on the pitch now, he will definitely be the target man in the center. Have to see if that changes the way they have approached the game so far. Will there be those long balls played forward, or would they stick to those patient build-ups that they have been trying? Meanwhile, here's a Defensa y Justicia. That attack has been short-lived. Here's Farooq Chaudhry on the turn. And they'll have to bring something out of the box and try and get a goal back, Joel, because the way it's going on, because Defensa y Justicia would be way too happy the way things are turning into their favor.
I mean, Chennai have fallen right into their trap, really. I mean, this is the kind of game that Defensa y Justicia want. They want a game that is, in Spanish we call it un partido tosco, un partido sucio. Like a dirty kind of game. Not dirty as in tackles and all that kind of stuff. Dirty in the sense of, like, getting down and dirty in the mud. That's the kind of game that Defensa y Justicia want. So, this is what they're getting. And Chennai are falling right into the trap. Technically, perhaps Chennai are a better side to have more experienced players, but look at that. Jordan just been out muscled by a kid. I mean, you got to see it to believe it, Junaid. You really have to see it to believe it. That's a decent ball there, but look at that again. Look at that challenge. That's what I mean. They don't mind getting down and dirty in this match. And that is to the back post for Chumachukwu. Another chance here for Chennaiyin, blocked away. And now Chennaiyin are applying a little bit of pressure, Junaid.
Well, that's right. And you could see the difference now. Chumachukwu drawing a bit deep and trying to create something that was a good ball first up. And then the cross to the back post and the cut back. We do see some pressure being exerted on this back line of Defensa y Justicia. Not on that occasion, of course. Still got 31 minutes left in the contest. Joel, do we see it going any other way?
No, the way this is going, the way this is panning out to be, I just don't see that we're going to see anything different here, as a referee is going to book the goalkeeper now. Now the goalkeeper gets into the action. He's not booking him, he's actually telling him off, scolding him. Maria is saying, Joel, if FC Goa wins, you need to give Junaid fried rice. You want fried rice, Junaid?
I don't mind.
As long as it's free, right, mate? As long as it's a freebie, you're more than happy to take it. I know you, man, already. I know you already, Junaid. Oh, fried
That's
rice
right.
and going fish and rose omelette and so forth.
Now, we can actually put out a poll to all the viewers who are watching right now. Who do they think is going to come out triumphs after the end of 90 minutes? Because Chennaiyin, of course, were the firm favorites, at least in my book, before the kickoff. And now this result has just been a complete polar opposite.
I did tell you, Defensa y Justicia were going to win this game. After I saw Chennaiin's performance against Odisha in that last game, I thought to myself, no way. No way. Chumachukwu and Jordan playing up front together. Absolutely, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. They are two players with similar qualities, similar characteristics. Even Elsinio and Ryan Edwards are players with similar qualities and similar characteristics. That's another yellow card. He's going to be sent off here. Something's going to happen here. There's going to be red cards here. I'm pretty sure about that. This game is going down that route, Junaid. There are going to be red cards. I'm pretty sure
That's
about
right,
that.
and
I wouldn't even put
yes,
I wouldn't even put it past these two sides having a melee, a UFC match here. I really put it past them. Really.
Now, if Chennaiyin goes on to score one more, then I can see this game going on that ugly route. But yes, definitely red card is on the cards for sure, because I've seen 6 of the visitors have been booked so far, and we still got 30 minutes to be played out here in Fatoda. Chennaiyin at the moment on this free kick as the ball is brought forward just now. That came quite close, Joel.
That was an interesting opportunity there, as another Pathos is coming on, Fernandez Pasos for Valdez. I'm pretty sure every single Defensa y Justicia player has been booked today. They're collecting yellow cards for fun, mate. Absolutely collecting them for fun. It's 2-0 for Defensa y Justicia against Chennaiyin FC. It's a pretty decent game. José Grotesco está diciendo espabila Chimachuco. He's saying wake up Chumachuco. Corner kick for Chennaiyin FC. Get away though by Defensa y Justicia. Ball recovered though by the men in blue. 62 minutes in. It is still 2-0 for Chennaiyin. For Defensa y Justicia. That was an opportunity there for Chumachuco. Junaid, why does Owen Coyle insist in having 2 players of a similar profile playing up front, and one of them has barely touched the ball for 63 minutes? I really can't comprehend. You have a youngster in Irfan Yadwad. Is this showing a lack of trust in Yadwad, or is this giving Chumachuku an opportunity perhaps to try and mix? I don't know what it is. I really don't.
Well, I think eventually he would still want to win this game, and then the way it has panned out for Chumachuku, it hasn't been a happy day for him so far. 63 minutes in, and there hasn't been a clear-cut effort on target. And then, of course, on the larger scheme of things, he is sort of trying to give him that confidence, maybe before they get into that opening fixture on the 14th of September against Odisha. But then, of course, Irfan Yadwat, he has been that difference, especially in that first game wherein he came off the bench and scored a very decent goal. I've had a couple more chances wherein he managed to get himself on target a few times, and then he could just be that difference. Maybe at the 70th minute mark, we'll have to wait and see if Owen Cole actually makes that decision in favor of Irfan.
But still, you're giving Irfan 20 minutes to prove himself when he could possibly have had 45, because, I mean, Irfan can't possibly play any worse than Chumachuku has played today. I mean, that's for sure. At least you're going to get a bit more mobility with Irfan Yadwat. It's just a little bit baffling for me that he still hasn't rung those changes. Well, talking off the devil, Junaid. That is why I'm a coach, Junaid. That is why I am a coach. Because I can see things happening that many others can't. Yadwad coming on for Chumachuku. Finally. Oh my word.
I'm pretty sure someone in the dugout is hearing us live or watching the game live.
It just makes sense.
Sulking.
It makes sense.
At Chumachuku.
No, it's not sulking. I'm not sulking. I'm just being brutally honest. And look at that already. There's a bit more movement in the center of the penalty box. There's a bit more energy, and that's what you need. That's what you want. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that Chumachuku was having a torrid time of the game. But just wait for 65 minutes to change him. I mean, has he waited too long? Has he given Yadwa just 25 minutes? That's my question to you.
Well, I think yes. I think he has waited a little longer than perhaps he should have. Much better effort was needed from the left flank there. The quality that Yadwad brings, we have seen his exploits in the first half. His physical presence, finding himself in those positions wherein he could attack that back line, has been marvelous, has been commendable. And then 25 minutes in, I'm not quite sure, especially when you're chasing the game with 2-0 down. And a virtual quarterfinal. Let's make no mistake about it. It's if you lose this one, you are out of the race. did put in his intent of being there in the knockout stages. Then again, that decision making, maybe he was trusting Chumachuku to come good in the second half. Clearly, it didn't work in his favor. And now Irfan Yadwad.
Ball for Defensa y Justicia. That is Ivancic, number 11. It is a quarterfinal, so you expect a little bit more zest and a little bit more heart shown by the Chennaiyin side. It's just they look a team bereft of any confidence, Junaid, and confidence, of course, plays a pivotal role in football. They look like a team that are not entirely sure as to what they should do on the pitch, whether they should pass and they should build up from the back, whether they should go forward. Long balls like this right now to Yadwad, Chukwu, and Jordan, and so forth. It's like a team without an identity at the moment. I know it's preseason, I know all that, and I know that perhaps we're being a bit harsh on them, and maybe in the ISL they'll make us eat our words and they'll perform really well, and who knows. But it looks like a team without an identity at the moment. You see Orisha, you see Goa. You can already more or less see what they're trying to do, right? With Lobera and Manolo Marquez. You can already see what they're trying to do, the way they're trying to play, their ethos, the whole build-up behind it. But you see this Chennaiyin side, and you're wondering to yourself, well, what are they playing at? Like, what are they doing? They have El Senior, who can play the ball out. They have Edwards, big, tall centre-backs. They have two big, tall strikers. They don't have any creativity in midfield. I haven't seen that yet in these past 3 games. They don't have any creativity in midfield. They're relying on Lucas Brambilla, who's injured at the moment, or sick, I believe, something like that, hasn't been brought on. So where is the creativity coming from? You see, you have the other teams that have, in the competition, they have Bumu, they have Jahu. Orisha have Bumu, have Jahu. Goa have Spanish guy, Borja. They have players. Chance here for Defensa y Justicia. Opportunity for Justicia! Oh my word. So they have creativity. But I'm asking you now, where do you see the creativity in this Chennaiyin side, Junaid? I don't see it. Honest to God, I can't.
No, that's right, and we haven't seen enough coming from the midfield. We've called it time and again. There hasn't been proper link-up that you see, a link-up to the build-out from the back, and the point that you are actually stressing, because we haven't seen that clear plot, whether to go with long balls or try and build up from the back and then have those quality midfielders who can actually carry the ball forward and then find those decisive passes. We haven't seen that right throughout. Yes, they were up against a sort of average Churchill Brothers side, and barring that game, they haven't been up to the quality we would expect an ISL side to have. But things could change.
Nothing. Of course, but the thing is, Junaid, the problem is that the ISL league starts in 2 weeks. 2 weeks is not enough to get a team playing good football. It really isn't enough. I'm telling you right now, it's not enough to get the team playing the way you want them to play. For that, you need a real big preseason. And people might be wondering, well, this is just preseason, but it's showing you a glimpse as to how they're going to play during the campaign. So it's not good. It's not looking good for Chennaiyin, to be honest with you. It really isn't. I mean, I fear for them. "20 minutes left, Junaid, and we are seeing very little attacking impetus and penetration by this Chennaiyin side. I mean, he's already put all his cards on the table. 5 subs already made. Nothing seems to be working, Junaid.
Well, that's right, and well, you can I do still see them making a comeback of sorts with 20 minutes to go, because we do see
You still believe?
some
You still
mobility
believe?
up top. I still believe. I do
You
believe
s-
there's going to be. Yeah, I do still believe they're going to be something. They would at least be able to draw something out of it, because we do see some mobility up top with Irfan there present in the box, and then of course the threat Urdan provides in the center. Here's a corner looping ball. Urdan goes outstretched. Here's Mustasia trying to bring it down the counter. That was a bit nasty there, Joel.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it wouldn't surprise me if we saw red cards in this game. It really wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean, it's just. But this is Argentinian football, mate. I mean, for those of you that are not used to the level of Argentinian football and the way and the style that they play, this is Argentinian football for you guys. It's dirty, it's rough, it's un fútbol callejero, a street football where these things are common and normal. How many times do you see on these clips, brawls on the internet? You see on Sports Bible and stuff like that. You see brawls happening in Argentinian football and Brazilian football and South American football. It's because that's how they play. This is how they're brought up with, So, I mean, Chennaiyin, Orisha dealt with it okayishly. Churchill Brothers didn't. And Chennaiyin are clearly not dealing with this kind of um, intensity. That's the word. Intensity, Junaid. This Defensa y Justicia side is, well, perhaps might not be better technically than Chennai. I'm not saying they are. They're not. They're inferior technically than Chennaiyin. But intensity-wise, they are at 200% at the moment, and Chennaiyin are at 50. So that's a big difference in this game. The intensity between both sides. The gulf of intensity. That is telling. And Owen Coyle really needs to buck up his ideas here, because he has 15 minutes to save Chennaiin's Bhausaheb Bandodkar Memorial Trophy tournament at the moment. And to be honest, Junaid, I just don't see it happening. But if Chennaiyin do score a goal here, momentum will shift. You will see Chennaiyin pressing higher. You will see that extra little bit of boost. And you will see Defensa y Justicia being even more aggressive than what they are now. That's the reality of Indian football. We've seen it throughout these past 3 games. I've been telling you guys, this is how they play. Constantly. No matter what the opposition is. Junaid.
That's right, and like you pointed out, if Chennaiyin gets the next goal in the game, that intensity might just go up from the home side, and then that would definitely bring in a bit more physicality of the visiting side, because we have seen that in the past. And in this game, of course, they would just be trying to play down the clock now. It's just got 15 minutes left, still leading the game. Have to score twice, Chennaiyin. There's no other way out for them. They have looked slightly better in the last 10 minutes with Irfan and Hordan out there in the middle. Can they get the next one is a big question. Here's the corner Shields with that free kick. Brings it forward inside the box, and that's going to be a goal kick.
Has Ivancic been sent off, or has he just been shown a yellow card? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Perhaps we'll have to see a replay of that. But, yeah, well, I mean, people might not be used to this kind of commentary, but I'm just
That's a red
analysing
card
the game.
for Ivancic.
Yeah, it's a red card for Ivancic. So now, the situation changes a little bit more now. Now you're going to see more aggression by Defensa y Justicia, not less. You might think, oh, there's going to be less aggression. It will be more. You will see that. And now they have 50 minutes to hold on and maybe score a third. Vergara trips over himself there. But you see, this team, Argentinian football, the way they see it is that it's them against the world. The world is against them. So in this situation, they're pretty much the same. They are saying to themselves, well, everyone is against us. We have 14 minutes. Let's go out there and still battle it out. I mean, 40 minutes. Do you still think that Chennaiyin can make a comeback here? I mean, it's tough, Junaid. It's very tough. Ball gets played in. Jordan and Chuku haven't won a single header today. It's just, they haven't won a single header. It's crazy. It really is absolutely crazy. Ball for Chennaiyin. This is Connor Shields now. Again, another player, Connor Shields, has been vanished from the game, Junaid. He's supposed to be their number 10, their creative force, and he has done nothing. Also done nothing, literally nothing, throughout the whole game. We haven't even mentioned his name. I mean, maybe a couple of times. That is how vanished he has been. I mean, it's just a very weird game by Chennaiyin, this one. Really is. Ball gets played in to the edge of the box. Connor Shields now. Again, weight of the pass. You expect better from a player of his experience, don't you, Junaid?
Well, that's right, and everything has just fallen out of order for Chennaiyin as Defensa y Justicia makes one more change. Number 9 has been taken out, and Vergara makes his way out for number 17. Still got 12 minutes in, and a goal for Chennaiyin could definitely shift the momentum in their favor, especially with a man advantage. And down to 10 men, and defending at the moment are the visitors. They'll have to come back from this position and score twice to guarantee themselves a place in the knockouts. Here's Jordan, switches the play towards the right. Trying for a looping ball inside the box, cleared out quite comfortably. Back with Chennaiyin again. There's going to be a barrage of attacks coming from these boys in sky blue.
Nothing, says the referee there. Clear dive. Another long ball there trying to play through the lines here. And that goes straight into Maximo Gonzalez's hands. Question there by Kirti Kumar. What do you think, Junaid, about this? Do you believe Jordan and Chima are really fit? They lack phase, no dribbling. If anyone puts cross or through ball, they try to score. It's really enough. So, I mean, what do you make of Jordan and Chima Chuku, that partnership that we are seeing? It's not blossoming. And
It didn't clearly work. I get your point, and it didn't clearly work in their favor because, like you mentioned earlier, they've got the similar style of play. They are sort of those target men inside the box. If you get a proper cross in or those long balls, they can hold up the play and try to get the flanks involved. But it hasn't worked in their favor in both the games. They have either started or have overlapped in some of the minutes they've got together on the pitch. I'm not quite sure what the move is all about, but then you need to have that presence, those movements inside the box, which is clearly not working, at least in this tournament.
Goalkeeper being booked here. By the referee, taking his number, taking his name. Gonzalez booked for Defensa y Justicia. Another player gets booked, Junaid. How many players have already been booked here?
It's just been that sort of a day. We concede cards, but we score goals, is what the visitors are saying.
Well, Brisa Vázquez is asking who has yellow cards in the Defensa y Justicia side. All of them, Brisa. Todos tienen tarjeta amarilla, Brisa. Ha sido un partido bastante duro, eh? Chance Adolfo, Chennaiyin. The first time they've tested Gonzalez. Oh, post. and out. Well, 10 minutes. First time they tested Gonzalez in this second half, and that nearly was a first goal of the game for Chennaiyin, Junaid.
That's right. That was a decent effort there. Could have found that top corner. Brushing the crossbar there. That would have made things a little more interesting had they had that ball gone into the back of the net there. They are trying to press forward, bringing in more attacks. All that has to materialize some way or the other. Here's a corner shoot again from the left flank. Gets the cross in, cleared out. They bring it out again. Forwards, marching forward. Here's number 15.
Counter-attack, Junaid. Yeah, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Counter-attack option here for Defensa y Justicia. Saved by Samik. Wow. Well, as fast that was. Fast counter-attack for Defensa. This is what's going to happen now, Junaid. As Chennaiyin press, there are going to be gaps at the back. And Defensa y Justicia, they can exploit that.
And that has been their game ploy right throughout, because barring the first half, of course, they came out of their blocks in the first half. And in the second, they have sat back and absorbed the pressure because they knew what the game plan would be from Chennaiyin. And Chennaiyin, of course, trying to chase the game down, have tried to attack. It hasn't worked for them so far. They have absorbed the pressure. And whenever they have got the opportunity, they have tried to bring it forward and hit them on the counter. Haven't scored the goal, but it just could work out in their favor if Chennaiyin, of course, I mean, there's no way out for them. They'll have to try and bring it forward as much as they possibly can and score the next goal in the game.
And I was singing Chennaiin's praises in the first game against Churchill Brothers. I thought, well, maybe there'll be
The Dark Horses comment
between these two. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I remember I might get roasted for this and trolled for this, but after seeing these two games from them, they have a lot of work to do. I mean, they're nowhere near ready for the ISL playing this kind of style of football. Nowhere near ready. It's not good enough. It really isn't good enough, Junaid. And I mean, look, I take it as it is. Like a man, I have no problem in admitting when I made a mistake. When I've said something that I shouldn't, and I really do think that, they really, really should take a long look hard at themselves in the mirror and ask themselves the big questions, because they're losing to a youth side, Junaid. Let's put this into perspective, please. They are all under 19s. This is the under 19 side from Defensa y Justicia. And they are having more courage, more desire, more passion, more energy than this Chennaiyin side. It is baffling me, Junaid. It really is baffling me.
That's right, and they have been outclassed, out-thought, and outplayed completely. Here's a decent opportunity there. That was a decent cross coming in from the set piece. 5 minutes left. Like I said, they have been out-thought completely, and Chennaiyin have played into their own hands.
Well, 5 minutes left. This is how the cookie crumbles in this game. Defensa y Justicia leading by 2-0 against Chennaiyin. Junaid, 5 minutes left. You were a believer 15 minutes ago. Are you still a believer? Chance here though for Defensa y Justicia. Well, let me ask you again. Are you still a believer?
Well, for some reason, I do see a goal coming in from Chennai. For some reason, I don't know why. I do have a belief, if I may call it, but then I do see a goal coming in. Could be proved the other way around, because Defensa y Justicia might just hit them on the counter and then score their third win and put this game to bed. But yes, there is some material to what Irfan and Hordan are providing up top with Irfan, in particular with the pace that he brings in. Another sub, 16 is coming on. Oberman on in place of Machado. Another card there for time wasting. Joel, was that the 8th or 9th card of the game? I have lost counting, to be really honest.
I'm not sure, mate. I really am not sure. I think he's been sent off, so now they're playing down with 9. They can't make the substitution. Oh my word, they can't make the substitution. He has to be brought off. They're playing with 9. This is hilarious. The referee has sent another Defensa y Justicia player off. He sent Machado off for time wasting. And Oberman has come on for Machado. And now
No,
Oberman
that was probably his second yellow card, if I may.
Yeah.
There was Yan shown to Machado in the first half, and then this booking. So he goes out, and the player who had taken his place goes out. Of course, that's right.
Yeah, 9 players. Wow. I did tell you, Junaid, we were going to see red cards today. I told you. That's a second red card of the game. 9 players down now, Defensa y Justicia, for the last maybe 6, 7, 8 minutes. Wow. Wow. Drama at the Bhausaheb Bandodkar Memorial Trophy. 2 red cards. Down to 9 men, Defensa y Justicia. Crazy scenes. And they're still somehow winning, Junaid.
That's right, and they have shown that intensity, that hunger that you would want to see from these boys from South America. Here's Chennaiyin trying to bring it forward. Here's Urdan. Lays it back.
I mean,
joins the attack up
if
front.
Chennaiyin can't score here, Junaid, if Chennaiyin can't score here, then, I mean, it's curtains, isn't it? It's absolute curtains, mate. I mean, look at that. They're playing with 9 men against 9 men, and they still can't get a 5-meter pass properly. I mean, it's those kind of mistakes that really frustrate everyone, Junaid. It's frustrating to watch this if you're a Chennaiyin fan. It really is.
I second that completely, because they have looked out of sorts right from the kickoff. Haven't seen enough chances created. We haven't seen free-flowing football coming in from Chennai. And of course, Defensa y Justicia, they have stuck to their task. They came out with a game plan and have executed that to perfection. Here's a ball played inside the box.
Again, that was another chance, Junaid, that went over. But initially, the ball came out to Shields because one of the defenders beat Hordan. There you go. He's beating Hordan 10 times out of 10. I mean, and look at the way they celebrated that ball going over the bar. This is what I mean. It's for these young Argentinians, let's not forget they are beating a top division side from India with most of their foreign players, if not all, playing in the game against them. It's just incredible. And this is the beauty of football, my friends. This is why football is such a beautiful, wonderful sport. Junaid, do you still believe, my friend? 7 minutes. Do you still believe, Junaid?
7 minutes is a long time in football, and I do believe, at least for the next 3 minutes, because down to 9 men, and Chennaiyin, of course, trying to pile up that pressure. It hasn't resulted in anything significant or anything tangible. You never know, a goal in the next couple of minutes might just shift the tide a little bit. They would be ugly. They would just want to waste time throwing those challenges. Chennaiyin will have to try and fancy their chances every time they get the opportunity to drive the ball forward. Now, would you do it in any different way than what they have tried so far, Joel? Because clearly the plans haven't worked with
Well,
Chumachuku and Hordan operating through the middle.
I mean, to be very honest with you, I just don't think they are the type of players that Chennai need at the moment. Other teams have. I don't want to sound too harsh on them, but at the end of the day, they haven't performed against an under 20 side. How are they expected to perform against the Blasters, against Mumbai, against everyone else? I mean, it's just not working. The game plan is not working here for Chennai and Owen Coyle. Like I mentioned before, it's like a team without an identity. Look at these kids; they're absolutely loving it. Chennai is a team without an identity at the moment, and they need to have one pronto, because in 2 weeks' time the ISL starts, and then it's game time. It's showtime. Here comes Defensa y Justicia again, looking for the attack. I mean, look, with 9 men and they're still pressing forward with 3 players. It's just incredible. It really is. 5 minutes left, Junaid, and I really don't understand how this Chennaiyin side is going to be another foul. I mean, it's just incredible, Junaid. It really is. It's been a fascinating game, but yet again, if you're a Chennaiyin fan, it's frustrating for you.
Well, that's right, and it's pretty disappointing to say the least. And I don't see a comeback from here on with just 4 minutes left in the contest. I was actually expecting something, probably a bit more from Chennai, especially in the last maybe 10-15 minutes or so. But that intensity hasn't been there, or probably that passing game, the distribution, those 5-meter passes that you were talking about. Well, if it's not your day, it's not your day, and clearly it hasn't been there so far. And on the other side, these young boys, if I may use the word again, they have looked absolute masterclass right from the kickoff. Came out with a plan, have executed. Here's a decent opportunity there on the follow-up. Not quite sure what that was all about. He couldn't quite connect it cleanly.
Another yellow card for Fernandez Passos. Oh, how many yellow cards have we seen today, mate? It's just been crazy. Oh, wow. Ball for Chennaiyin, throw-in. Just a few minutes left here, Junaid. 2-0 for Defensa y Justicia. And I have to say this, and then I'll pass the mic on to you. Chennaiyin have been schooled by 17-year-olds and 18-year-olds today here at the Fedora Stadium. They have been absolutely taken back to school. So has Owen Coyle. Let's not kid ourselves here. He's lost the tactical battle against his Argentinian counterpart. He has been schooled. It's as simple as that. Ball now for again, look at Jordan. He jumps and then lowers his head. I can't believe it. Honestly, can't believe it. Another chance here, and that goes all the way to Mumbai, Junaid. Horrible. Absolutely horrible, Junaid.
It hasn't been their day, clearly. They have been outplayed by a very young side. It's going to be a lot of thinking to do before the season kicks off. They'll have to go back to the drawing board and carve out their strategies when they play Odisha FC in their first game of the season. Here's the Hordan again. Couldn't quite hold on to it. Trying to link up. Goes back. Brings it forward inside the box. Header! Was lacking power right through. They haven't kept quiet. Still going for it. Gonzalez there having a word with Irfan. He's already on a yellow card. Gonzalez.
Oh my word. And they're playing with 9 men. I mean, what can I say? I've already said everything I had to say, Junaid. It's one of those games. Another free kick for Chennaiyin. It's going to be a decent opportunity here for the men in blue to maybe get a consolation goal. I mean, this is it. It's done. Defensa y Justicia will play against Goa in the semi-finals, and Brisbane Roar will play against Odisha in the semi-finals. So, in the end, I got the prediction right, Junaid. What's happening for dinner tonight, then?
Ross omelette, as always.
Yeah.
Curry, or as someone suggested, fried rice.
Oh man. Oh man. Free kick here. Jordan will take this. No way. Oh my God. Wilmar Jordan. Retire after this game. That was horrible, mate. And look at this. Look at this. Still running forward. This Defensa team. Jordan, Junaid. How?
Tapping for the
Why?
boss there. You can see from the sidelines. Bring it forward again. Chennaiyin. No purpose. Well, you were right actually, because that was a very tame effort in the end.
Tame is taking it nicely, Junaid. It was horrible. And that's the end of the game, and look how much it means to these young kids. They're through to the semis. This is how much it means to them. And Chennaiyin FC should hang their head in shame. They should hang their head in shame. These senior pros have been taken back to school by these young kids. They should really hang their head in shame. Estamos acá, las celebraciones del Defensa y Justicia, lo he estado diciendo todo el partido para nuestros fans argentinos. Un partido excepcional. Tácticamente, el Club Deportivo Defensa y Justicia, impresionante. Tácticamente, técnicamente superiores. Físicamente con más garra, con más corazón, con más coraje. Impresionante. Increíble. It's incredible. It really is. I mean, it's just amazing. And look at the Chennai players. You are adults, guys. You are adults. What are you doing? Shame. Shame on you guys. You're big grown men. Shame on you guys. Absolute shame. Shame. You've been schooled by kids. And now you're trying to pick a fight with kids. Shame on you guys. Absolutely shameful, Junaid. Shameful.
Well, it's all over. The Chennaiyin
It's not
dream
over, it's
of,
kicking off at the end. It's not over, it's kicking off at the end. And it's a disgrace. I'm sorry, Chennaiyin. It is shameful. Take the loss, carry on, move on. That's it. Bus. This is shameful. Wow. Incredible.
Well, that's right, and those are the scenes that you wouldn't want to be seeing after a game is over. Yes, it has been a tactical masterclass, a tactical battle, and those young boys have come right on top of it. And here's how the groups stand after the end of the group stage. FC Goa and Brisbane Roar FC have made it through to the knockouts. And from Group B, Odisha FC, they continue their unbeaten run against Churchill Brothers today. 3-3 for them, right on top of the pile with 9 points, followed by Club Deportiva Defensa y Justicia with 6 points, and they have outplayed one of the ISL top teams in Chennaiyin FC. Joel, your take on that?
Incredible. Anyways, guys, I'd rather not continue discussing this right now. The game is over. Chennaiyin have been eliminated, and Club Deportivo Defensa y Justicia are going through to the semi-finals. 2-0 victory over Chennaiyin FC. Guys, semi-finals on Tuesday at 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock. We'll be there for that. Till then, stay safe, take care, enjoy your weekend, and God bless you.